We've created these short videos as an introduction to the facilities at Dhian House. We hope you find them useful. With the door entry systems, you can see it says there, enter number to call and then press bell. That's what you instruct your visitors to do. So simply enter your apartment number and then press the bell button. For you to access the property, simply hold your key fob up there. It says this door is unlocked and then you can enter. At the electronic doors, to exit the building, there's a button, press exit, and then you can leave the building. Please do ensure that all the doors are closed behind you so that the magnetic locks are fitted. This will prevent anybody else having access to the property. Each flat at Dhian House is fitted with an electronic door entry system, and in theory you simply hold the key tag to it, you'll see the green lights and you can enter. From the inside coming out, it's just a normal door where you just pull down the handle to let yourself out. If for any reason the tag doesn't work first time, then what you need to do is just pull the handle down. It's almost like it resets it, and then when you hold the tag against it, it will work. Again, each flat is fitted with a security system which is controlled by these Ajax key fobs. Now, the way to set these is when it's set, you'll see the round circle is armed. When it's unset, it's the open circle. Sometimes you have to wake the keypad up just by pressing the center button there. It will wake it up, and to set the alarm, you simply hold that against there. You can see that that is now setting. Now, there is a countdown timer and it's going through that right now. I won't wait for it to count down, but to unset it, I simply hold the key thing again. So wake it up and hold it there and you'll see it's unset. It's as simple as that. If you do activate the alarm by accident, then again, you just turn it off by waking the keypad up, holding the key fob in place, and it will turn it off. We will also be notified of it, that there's been an alert. The electronic entry system on these apartments has a couple of good features. This one's now awake, but if the screen is simply dark, you can press anywhere and it will lighten up the screen and turn the backlight on. If you want to see if there's anybody downstairs, even if the buzzer hasn't rung, then you can simply press that view button and you'll see out into the car park. If somebody was to have buzzed the button, or buzzed the apartment, you will then see them in the mirror, in the camera there, and you can simply press the unlock button to let them in. If you want to go back to the home screen, you can press that little arrow and go to the house, and that takes you to the home screen. One of the useful features here is that you can have an event log and you can see if anybody has been to visit the property. I think that's been cleared down now because I did have a test one on there. But you can see if anybody's been to visit the property whilst you're out. A bit like a Ring doorbell, it does record who's at the door. Also, you've got Do Not Disturb there, which of course is self-explanatory. Some of the lights in these properties are activated by microwave. So you will see that in the bathrooms and the entrance halls, the lights will come on and go off automatically. Again, this is to save energy. The top floor flats at Dhian House have electronic Velux windows, which can be controlled by these two switches. This symbol here shows that this is for the blind, and this picture here shows it's for the opening of the window. Now, the two switches in the center, the two buttons in the center, stop it wherever it is at that time. So if you're happy with how far it is open or the blind is down or up, you can stop them manually by pressing these buttons. The windows are also fitted with rain sensors, so if you leave the window open and it rains, then in theory the windows should close themselves. So I'll give you a quick demonstration, hopefully this will work. So as you can see now, this window is closed. So if we press the, I think it's the upward button on this one, you will see that the vent is now opening, and although it's not fast, the window will now start to open. Okay, so if I wanted to stop that in that position, I would press the center button and that will now stop it in that position. And to close it, simply I press the downward button and now the window will close. The blinds operate in the same way, so as you can see I'm at the kitchen window now and this blind is closed. So if I simply come here and hopefully I press the upward button, and as you can see, a little bit quicker than the windows, but the blind will now open. And if I wanted to stop that in that position, I would simply press the center button and that will now stop in that position. And to get it to retract fully, again press the upward button and that will continue to the top and stop itself. Each property is fitted with an electronic radiator, as you can see here. Now these are set typically to 19.5 degrees. You can turn them up manually by just holding the plus button, and you can turn that up to 23 degrees. In a property with this insulation value, this should be absolutely ample. Now, if you fail to move, it's got a little sensor here that says whether there's any movement, and also a window sensor. If it detects no movement within a certain period of time, it will drop that back down slowly, back down to 19.5. Likewise, if you have the heating on and the window open, it has a detector that will then start dropping the temperature so that you can't leave the windows open and the heating on. All the electronic appliances in Dhian House are separately labelled, as you can see, with a fridge, oven and hob, dishwasher and the washing machine. They are there so you can switch them off and isolate them should you wish to do so. Please, when using the dishwasher, do ensure that you've put salt in the filler down here, because without running the dishwasher with salt, you will cause damage. If you need help with this, do give us a call. The cupboards in Dhian House are spacious and they're great for housing the cleaning equipment. So as you can see, each property is fitted with a Henry Hoover or vacuum cleaner and a Veleda mop for your use. The water heater has a temperature set and you should not need to have anything to do with the function of the water heater. At Dhian House, there are two fire or smoke detector systems. This is the main one that is located on the ground floor, just inside the hallway. You should have no need to touch this for any reason. There's also a smoke vent which allows ventilation to the top floor should there be a fire. Each apartment is fitted with a standalone system as well, which is just integrated. So when you set off, for instance, your heat detector or smoke detector in the kitchen by burning some toast, it doesn't set the whole system off just inside each flat. We hope you find these videos useful. If you do have any questions or need any help at all, please do not hesitate to contact us.